Okay, it's starting. What? Okay, so I'm live. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Hisame Artwork. Today I'm going to color the anniversary illustration for our comic book Niels Feynman's Time Traveling Adventures. And on October 1st, we're going to celebrate our first year since we've been publishing on Tapastic. So since the comic book's been out. And I'm gonna make just a few little changes here to June's line art because I approved it, but then I kind of realized that Lynx's are way bigger, and so I'm gonna move his head behind Newton here. Not sure exactly where I'm gonna stick him, and I'm gonna put in the boss in front. And I kind of wanted her to be a little bit stealthy, so I'm gonna put her like this. And the Lynx, let's see if flipped, if he looks better flipped. Okay. I need some shoulders for him. And I'm gonna get him from a previous page. Let's see. I'm sorry, drink some water. My throat gets really dry very quickly. It's the issue I have when talking, sorry. So I'm just gonna get him from there, and he's in panel 1, Lynx. Yep, there we go. And what I love about... oh, I can't duplicate it to another page? Really? Duplicate... oh, it just does it in the same file. I can't duplicate it in another one. Okay, then... that is super weird. Let's see if it works like this. Yep, it did. And put him behind Newton. Now I'm gonna shrink him a bit. Where am I gonna stick him? And let's see the I'll just draw a shoulder for him, and for the bow, for the IT specialist, I'm gonna raise her a bit up like here. And then the driver. This is the cat that operates the granny robot. And I don't know how I'm gonna stick the title up there. So let's see. I'm gonna save some room. Title, banner. One year anniversary. And it's gonna be a lot of text here, but basically that's gonna be it. So I have to squeeze in somewhere else the okay, so I'm gonna put in Newton a bit more. Squeeze him. So her hand. What? How are the layers here? I am confused. Okay. I can't separate those now. Because I got some space there that I could have filled up with some characters, and I can't. Come on, didn't I select all of them? Like, why isn't her body? Like, there's another layer here? Like 6 of them in total, it seems. and I guess I'll move the links back in front. Okay. And okay, let's see how his suit was. Yep, so sleeves there, okay. And I'll add some more balloons over that. So there should be enough room there for the writing what page it is, and then also for the characters. So now let me see. So she has on both shoulders. So go back to ribbon cat here and take my tablet out so I can clean up the line art. And I have two people watching. Hi there. September seems to be a very quiet month for streaming. Like nobody's streaming, and like very few people are watching streaming. I guess everybody's busy with school. Or in June's case, frantically trying to finish renovating the house before winter comes. So I can't believe it's been a year already since I've started work on this comic book story, and I'm really happy that I found so many people that enjoy my stories. It's always nice to find people, and also like I really like to hide Easter eggs and stuff like that in my stories, and I'm always happy when like people get the reference. I'm like, yeah, you got the reference, you know the same books and love the same books I do, so that's always fun for me. And I've always enjoyed books that, you know, you do a second read and like you find out more stuff that you didn't notice the first time around, like foreshadowings and stuff like that. I think this is a reason like why so many people are into Game of Thrones, because if you pay attention, like a lot of things are foreshadow what's going to happen. But at the same time it's vague enough that you're not necessarily going to get it. But it's fun that you can speculate so much on it. That's why there are so many channels dedicated to speculations on it, because it's made by a couple of people, so there's like more singular view on how the story is going to go. So this isn't something that can necessarily happen in a Marvel or a DC universe, because there's just so many people working on it, and like opinions and desires like change a lot, so you never know when it's what the intentions of the creative team was. Also, in good news, we got featured by Clip Studio Paint. We've entered a Clip Studio Paint contest. So Clip Studio Paint is the program I am currently using to make my comic book pages. And they have periodically they organize contests, and this time we chose to enter the contest. Hi Kirani! Is the sound okay? Oops, I forgot to like exit stuff so it doesn't eat up my internet. There we go. Closed Facebook, closed Steam. So the video should be okay now. Sounds perfect. Okay, good. Super glad it sounds good. Don't know if you've been able to like follow the story, but I need to afford Clip Studio Paint and tablet someday. Yeah, the tablet is the more expensive part. Like Clip Studio Paint was $20. That's all I paid for it. And like I think you can get a bamboo for $40, and if you get it secondhand you can get it like even cheaper than that, maybe. I don't know, but I'm not sure at that price if it's still gonna work. I mean, a bamboo is better than nothing. I have the Wacom Pro, and I think it's just best to go with Wacom products. I have the Intus, sorry. So bamboo is like for beginners, and Intus is for normal people, and Cintiq is for like people that have too much money. So yeah, let's get started coloring. Let's start with Newton. Hi Spino, how are you? Have you been, Spino? What Scoop's been using is Scary Shiny. I don't understand what Scary Shiny is. But if he's been using a Cintiq, like, I guess for some artists that's important. I personally don't find any use for the Cintiq. Like, I think it's needlessly expensive, and it like doesn't really improve my artistic performance. Like, it actually is bad for me because I have my hand over the illustration and I can't see properly what I'm doing. Okay, I'm losing track of the discussion. Let's just scooch this so I can see what you guys are writing to me. Because of Hurricane Irma, I have no school for the week. Oh, I'm so sorry. You're in Florida or in Texas? I don't know the full extent of the area that's been affected. And I'm really sorry, you guys, you have the problem with the hurricane. Is your house okay? Are you guys safe? I mean, I've never been in a hurricane, so I don't know how it's like. We've had some flooding here in Michigan, but my house has been okay. Fortunately, it's one of the few things that haven't gone wrong on my house. Like, a lot of things broke down over the years, and it's a crappy house that we're staying with rent in, and we're not allowed to repair or improve it. But at least it didn't get flooded. And sound damages weren't too bad, yeah. We have some friends that lived in Florida, and while the flooding was happening here in Michigan, they were away in Romania visiting relatives. Like, they panicked. They were like, "Oh no, not flooding again!" Like, this is why we went to Michigan, so we wouldn't be flooded anymore. The only thing that Irma destroyed in our neighborhood were just old trees that broke in half and fell in the woods. Oh, it's okay then. We're in a non-flooded area. Yeah, that's very important. Hi June, how are you? Welcome. We were talking about Hurricane Irma. And I think another one is coming, right? So it was Irma, Harvey, and then something else might come as well. I mean, if I remember correctly from the news, it's been a pretty crowded year for hurricanes. And we have a neighbor from Florida, and like, he disappeared. I think he went to help his parents. Student, of course. Like, we live in a student area. Yes, three hurricanes. Hurricane Jose, yeah, that one's luckily only staying in Atlantic Ocean. Cooking supper. Okay, Kirani, take care. And are we still up for playing Magica tonight? Let me know. Also, guys, if you want to play Magica with us or other video games, like we get together every now and then in the Mana Up Guild, and we play video games together. So we get together and we talk on Discord, and if you wanna play video games with us, just contact Kirani. She knows how to, or you can contact me as well, and I can send you the links. Playing Elle's World with, okay. So we're gonna play Magica. It's 8 o'clock Michigan time for me, and we might play in the weekend as well. We don't know yet because there are a lot of people we have to organize. But if you want, you know where to find us, message us if you can't find your way around the Discord. I think, Kirani, you can put the links in the chat in case anybody wants to join. I know Anna plays video games. I don't know if she's in the chat at the moment, if she's one of the viewers. But I sometimes see her on Steam playing something, so I think she may enjoy. Of course, she is European time zone, so if we play with her, we should like find a weekend or something like that. My sister is also in Europe, so like usually I play with her in the weekends. Although now she kind of restarted school, so no time for fun anymore. Won't let me link it or... Ah, okay, wait, I'll make you a moderator so you can put links. Add moderator. There you go. Now you should be able to write links. YouTube doesn't let you put any links unless you're a moderator. I don't know why, and it's very annoying, but it should work now. Every time I go to click to post on it, takes my posting box. I don't know, maybe it's a bug on the phone or Android. They changed the windows a bit, so now you have to click right, and I think if you click back again on it, it should still be there what you wrote. So like hasn't disappeared for good. Yep, so those of you that have supported us over the year and to help our comic keep publishing new pages, I'm making this illustration page for you guys, and like all of that area that is a page, then I will paste your signatures or names or whatever you guys want to put there. If you want like a fancy custom signature, just send me the PNG file and I will put it there. So it's kind of to have a memento of you guys and all the help you've given us. And this will be published on Tapastic and on the main issue of the comic. I posted in full on itch, and should be coming soon to lulu.com as well. Lulu is a online hardcover publishing company, so they print books and ebooks, and I intend to put Niels Feynman issues, the chapters, there on Lulu as well. Let's see, I have a page of Newton. There we go. Hi Anna, how are you? I was just talking about you. I remember you like video games, and Kirani and I play video games every now and then, and she has a group on Discord, and we can get there and together and play video games. If you want to join us, Kirani put a link there. Fine, and you? I am good. I think this week we have the last warm days. Here in Michigan it's gonna get cold. Last year in August we had to turn the heat on at night. And now in September we turned the heat up one night. It was like super cold. And I got myself a really nice raccoon pajama costume to keep me warm at night. Like, I don't know if I can find a picture of it online. Oh, there it is, found it. But I got it for way cheaper at Walmart. I think it half price even. Like, I don't know why it was 47 for whatever reason. But this is what I got to keep me warm at night. Because I move in the bed and I take my covers off sometimes, and then I wake up in the morning and I'm cold and stiff. People go raw Comic-Con with those pajamas. Like, yeah, I could go to a Comic-Con, but I think I have the Halloween coming up. Oops, wrong layer. and maybe I'll go trick-or-treating this year. But always in Halloween, when here in Michigan, like it's always super cold and rainy and horrible. Like every year we buy candy. Well, actually my husband buys candy. He's like, no, for the kids, we must have candy for the kids. And then of course, like maybe one kid will show up, and like we have this bucket, huge bucket of candy that um we can't eat all by ourselves. And like I always try to give the child candy, and he's like, no, 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 I'll just take one. My mom says I can only take one. And they're like always super scared, and they never talk to anybody. Like I don't know what their parents tell them, like, oh, here live weird foreigners, they're gonna eat your liver and stuff. I don't know what they tell the kids, but like they're always super scared. You go trick-or-treating with raccoon pajamas, yeah. Thank you, K. Ronnie. Take care. Thanks for dropping by. Or I don't know, maybe I have a scary face. One Halloween, my husband was waiting eagerly to like give candy to the kids because he really loves candy, and he bought a lot of candy, and he was like super excited because we have something similar in Romania. We have like caroling, and you give kids candy and stuff like that, and they're always happy, and they tell you thank you and stuff like that. And for 2 minutes he went to the bathroom, and he missed the only child that came. So he was like, no. Yeah, Gypsy who steals baby. Like, I don't even know where that thing started. Like, there was... Because I remember in Romania as well, like, parents will tell their kids, you know, you better behave or gypsies will steal you or stuff like that. Like, where did that even start? I'm curious. Because I've never had this problem. And of course, the other saying was, you know, if you don't eat all your food in your plate, you're like, oh, but there are kids in Africa who don't have food. And I actually talked to people that were from Africa, and it's not that big of a problem. Like they usually say, well, you know, if there isn't food in the supermarkets, like you can always go pick fruit from a tree or catch a lizard that's going across the street or something. Like there's food everywhere all the time. But I guess there's a difference because maybe they were from below the Sahara. Like I can't imagine in the Sahara having fruit trees. Like there's a desert there. And like usually when you see these horrible stories, they're from like Somalia or other places with lots of desert. But in many other places, like they're doing just fine. And Africa is like super big. It's ginormous. Like I think it's hard to understand just how big it is. Like you could fit the US and Europe in Africa. Boogeyman in Italy is the black man. You can imagine the jokes with all the African immigrants coming. Ah, yeah, yeah. I mean, did you get bullied in school because of your mother's heritage? I think you told me, like, yeah. I mean, when I was in school, like, people didn't even know what a Muslim is, so they were like, meh. They usually made fun of my glasses or my horrible acne. There we go. And I'll correct that here while I'm at it to make them symmetrical. There we go. Let's see, open a page with Niels. Okay, and here should be I think this one. Other children in kindergarten just asked why your mom is black and you are white. Because she was born in Santo Domingo, I said. Yeah, I mean, you're not, your complexion is pretty fair. Like, you look like just any other Italian. And I think Romanians generally view Italians as being a bit darker in color. And also the impression of Romanians is that Greeks are also dark, but I've met a lot of Greeks and they were like super white. They were from the northern part of Greece, of course. And apparently southern Greeks don't like northern Greeks, and like this is like the old problem everywhere. But maybe someday it will pass, and like it's a super beautiful country. I haven't visited that much of it, unfortunately. I would really love to visit Italian beaches. Like, I never got to visit any. I mean, I visited Venice, and I sat on a pontoon. I never actually stepped on any sand or rock beach. And I never got to go on a gondola ride. I think that would have been fun to do, but they were super expensive. I think it was 50 euros a gondola ride, so I was like, another time. I'm a poor student. I have no money for this. Like, I have money for food and that's it. I don't know why they're so expensive. I like would have expected it to be more affordable. Go to Vizerba di Rimini, the sea, pretty clean there. Now gondolas cost 80 euro. Oh my god, 80 euro! Where do you buy? I don't have money for that. 80 euro, my god. Dios mío. Yeah. It's crazy expensive. Yeah, I don't know. What are nice places to visit in Italy? Because I wouldn't want to go to crowded places where you have a lot of tourists. Because usually those aren't as fun. like in TV shows, they always say, "Oh, Tuscany is so beautiful. Go to Tuscany." Um, I don't know. Like, are there some nice places in Tuscany? Or it's really not that big and like you can travel it? Because I think it's an entire region, Tuscany, am I right? I have to go and check. Yeah, it's too much. I did the Isle tour of Venice with 20 euro. I just visited Florence and saw Luca. Who is Luca? Luca the artist. I think we had like into a group of somebody called Luca in the group, and he did the dog illustrations. Maybe I'm not remembering exactly, or it's another Luca. Lucca is the city of the biggest Comic Con in Italy. Ah, biggest Comic Con in Italy. How was it? Was it any fun? Like I've been to some Comic Cons that weren't as fun. Some that were fun. Like usually in Romania they weren't as fun. Generally because they were low on funds. But we did have like the Game of Thrones chair. It's in Tuscany. Yeah, that city is really big. A lot of people go there. I'm gonna look at a map so I remember it. Tuscany, Italy map. Let's see. Oops. I want to click on this one. Oh, okay. So this area here is Tuscany. It's pretty big, I think. Let's see. It's about the size of Dobroja, so not that big. Like how many kilometers is it across? I can't really tell. Do I have here 10 miles? This is 10 miles, so kind of my thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90 miles. 90 miles. I mean, if you think I can do it in with a bicycle, that would be really cool. Like there are so many awesome things in Europe, and you have villas and cafes everywhere. So if you have money, you can just go with a bicycle and visit all of Italy. It'll be so beautiful. Probably in spring. I think the summers are too hot. Let's see. Siena, Florence. Where's Lucca? Aha, found it. Capanori. Montevarchi. Arezzo. Folonica. Piombino. Too many mountains. Yeah, now I kind of realized it now that you said it. But if you go along the coastline, maybe there's not that many mountains. Although here in Genoa, it seems like it's pretty mountainous. But like you have a street along the beach, so it might be easy. I'll have to get fit. I'll have to like be in shape. At the moment, I'm kind of a potato. I've gotten really, really fat here in the US. because I really don't have anywhere to like kind of go. Like we wanted to go with our bicycles around the area, but like we heard gunshots because there were some people hunting in the forest nearby, and so we were like, yeah, maybe not come here again. Like, you don't want to get accidentally shot because there's so many stories. And we do follow the Michigan Police Facebook page, and they're like never good stories there, or rarely any good stories. Like usually this person got shot and that person got shot and that person died, and the coasts are the worst. If the coasts are bad, what am I gonna do? Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult to get a good grasp of how the area looks unless you've lived there. In the pictures, Italy looks like a fun place to go and visit with the bicycle. Like I would really like to build for myself, for me and my husband. We would like to build a Twinkie. You know, if you guys know what a Twinkie is. Twike, sorry. So like one of these funny looking things. And there are some people that have been like touring the world with these. And of course these are ridiculously expensive. They cost like $30,000, and it's like what, 2 bicycles and a what do you call it, potato peel. So it's like ridiculously expensive. And you can kind of make these by yourself. There isn't that much regulation, I guess. They're horrible. Why are they horrible? Have you ever been in one? Oops, I think I colored the wrong layer. No, from the photo they look like alien sidecars. Yeah, I mean there are many shapes to it. Like some are cute, some are not cute. Like I don't know what the hell this one is supposed to be. These look better. It looks kind of like a Shinkansen, one of those Japanese trains. But like this, they look kind of funny, some of them, for sure. Like you can make the hood of it however you want. This looks better. But the idea is to bike under one potato peel and with electric assist, like if you need to go over a hill or something like that and you can't do it with two people pedaling. Like, I think we're gonna stay here in the US a bit longer since my husband is gonna start teaching. So we are looking to get a tandem bike. So that will be fun, I hope. I hope we're not gonna fall and break anything. Let's see this page. Get her little suit. I hope it's gonna be a bit easier on a tandem bike because Michigan is very windy. Like it's super windy sometimes, and we try and go with our bicycles, and sometimes there's a bit of hill, a bit of an incline, and the wind is blowing downwards, so I really can't climb those hills when the wind is in my face. It's amazing how a little bit of wind can make things so hard. And it just becomes impossible for me, and I get exhausted, and then we can't really go that much. He's a lot more fit than I am. He still goes to work every day with his bicycle. I generally don't go with my bicycle anywhere alone, simply because there've been so many accidents around here. Like, they're not used to looking out for bicyclists, and there have been many accidents, so I'd rather stay at home. Also, since every little scratch here in Michigan is like super expensive to go to the doctor. Fortunately, we've never had any issue. My husband got run over by a truck back home in Romania, which wasn't fun at all. He was in a coma. I fortunately never got run over by a car, but in Bucharest, like the traffic is really hectic, and I almost got run over a couple of times. Yeah, it's a lot more safe to go in one of these alien sidecars than than an actual bicycle. Because on an actual bicycle, the only thing protecting your head is a helmet, and his helmet got completely crushed. Um, and you really don't want to be in that situation again, but you still want to do the fun things that you enjoy and the sports you like. And it's really unfortunate that there are so many people that are like really don't care about bicyclists. Like some of them actively hate and like try and get run over bicyclists just for the fun of it. We bike with helmets, we bike with lights, like we always make sure that we are properly illuminated so that whatever cars are, they will see us. And of course we often go with the car to a bike lane between two towns. Like you have bike lanes that connect two towns, and we go on those bike lanes, and they are separate from the street, and you're not allowed with any motorized vehicle on those bike lanes. Like it's very weird in here in the US. Like you don't even have a sidewalk in some areas. In many areas you don't have a sidewalk, so like the safest would be for you to use a car to get around. I'm a careless rider. I don't use helmets, and my bike has just a diamond light. Yeah, don't go bicycling at night, especially without those precautions. It's a very bad idea. We have some Chinese neighbors that don't take very good care of themselves. Like they jump on the street uh, with their bicycles, and I'm surprised they never got hit. Maybe some of them did, and but we don't know. Because there used to be a Chinese guy that kept jumping on the street and like usually scaring my husband when he was in the car, and he was like super upset with him, and like we stopped seeing him. So I don't know, maybe somebody else didn't have my husband's good reflexes, or maybe he graduated and returned or went somewhere else. Well, we haven't seen them. Other people, young people, you know, that jump in the street like this have come up. And also there's the occasional older person that you would expect to be wiser but isn't, that also like jumps in the street like this. Once I saw one using a torch as a light. That's crazy. Like that seems like a safety hazard than a safety precaution. When I was taking driving license, I was going to run over a child who got out of their house without looking. Wow, that's scary. I stopped and also the instructor pressed the stop pedal. Yeah, I never like that. When they kind of are not looking and they jump in the street like that, it's super scary. In fact, I'll make him gray and then I'll add the color. Well, I guess there's just so many offenders that the police can't catch them all. So here in where we live, we have the campus police. So the university has its own police force. That's where we bought our car at an auction. So we have a police car. And it's funny how people sometimes confuse us with an actual police car, even though we don't have the stickers anymore. So it doesn't look like a police car, it just looks like a white car. But still the shape kind of sometimes scares people and they start driving correctly. Like before they were like texting and driving or doing something that they should have been doing, and they like drive like a drunk person left and right and whatever else nonsense they were up to. And then when they see us, they suddenly start driving correctly. And it's always funny to see that. But what's not funny is the police report. Like they always report, like they have a Facebook page. Start in change to you mean gears. Yeah, we in Romania we have a gear shifter. Let's see how gear shifter. Yeah, so all European cars have this. Americans don't have this because I guess it's too complicated for them. I don't know. It seems to me like it's more convenient to have control over your gears than to just press the acceleration and wait for it to accelerate at some point. So yeah, I was saying that the campus police gives out a report about how many students they arrested doing stuff and what the students were doing, like if any of them were violent. They will also publish the name and picture of the person did that. So they try and make it extra clear that they are active, and if you do something, they will catch you most likely. I mean, there are a lot of students that just misbehave and go around drunk and sometimes do bad things. And it's no fun for anybody when like your ex-boyfriend creeps into your house through the window or somebody attacks you at a party because they're drunk. Like, I never had this problem. I guess I was lucky that the people I hanged out with were not crazy. But my husband has had stories that students got drunk when he was in what's it called, college. But you know, you sit in the university campus. Since I lived in Bucharest and was native to Bucharest, all the universities that I went to after school, I would go home. Like I didn't have to hang around anybody. Like my colleagues were not my neighbors. My neighbors have always been pretty elderly people. Like wherever I lived, I generally had elderly people as my neighbors, and I've always liked that because they're quiet. Like they will come making noise, but they're quiet. So I don't have any drama with them. And they usually don't go around attacking people or doing anything weird. I mean, there some of them are pretty weird themselves. Like they sit at the door and they wait for you to go to school, and then when you want to go to school they ask you where are you going, and then you tell them I'm going to school, and then they ask you, oh, and what are you gonna do at school? I will la 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 la, and they want to talk to you. I mean, it's weird, but it's harmless, I suppose. We had a communist regime where a lot of people were informants, so I guess those elderly people are still like to be informants. They don't want to quit their job. They love it so much. And honestly, I don't know who would still require their services. Like, if you wanna monitor someone, all you have to do is hack their computer and like look at their browsing history, and you find out anything you might want. Nobody needs you to look at the door where they're going. Like people check in and check out everywhere they go on Facebook. Did you have that in Italy, like people that would inform on their neighbors just for the fun of it? Because I mostly noticed this was done in the communist bloc. And I guess here in America as well. people who inform on other people, like they give a report to the police of where their neighbor has been going and what the neighbor has been doing. No, okay. No, in the past, like if you did if you secret police did that in the past. So it wasn't a widespread practice. Because in the communist bloc, kind of, and during communism in Romania, I know for sure, I don't know exactly the details in other countries, but like a third of the adult population was an informant, and they would just inform anything. But in Romania was like a well-known thing, like my dad got his file after about 10 years after communism, and there was written what his neighbors told police about him when he left, when he returned, who he talked to, anything that they seen, and work colleagues as well. Like everybody was informing on everybody. But Italian people usually don't talk much to the police authorities. Like, is the police very corrupt in Italy, so that's why they don't talk to the police? I mind my business. Oops, wrong. There's an opening somewhere. I can't find it. Oh well, I'll color the old-fashioned way. As a general rule. But are they afraid that if they say something to the police, then the mafia will come after them, or? It's so old, the rule, that like people don't remember how it started. They just know they don't have to talk to the police. Yeah. Now, personally, I find that witnesses are unreliable, and I wouldn't send someone to prison just because someone said they saw them do something, but I guess uh, it's a lot more complicated than that. Ah, Sims. I haven't played Sims. I like stuff that is fantasy or I mean Sims. Is there any Sims that is like in a medieval setting? I played Tropico and I really like Tropico. I would recommend that if you like city builders. And oh, I don't think a witness it's enough here in Italy. But they're useful in some cases, yeah. My dad got a fine for going on a one-way street because he went and dropped my sister to school, and because he was too lazy to park and take her by hand to school, he just went on a one-way street and dropped her off at school, and then he got a fine, and on the fine it says that there was a witness and the witness was born in 1923. Like, domestic violence. And I think my dad contested that. Even though it was his fault. But I don't think he was able to contest it in the end because they had a witness that was 100 years old. Well, almost 100. But usually if a policeman says he saw you do something, like his word is a lot more valuable and trusted than yours. Although they have, for policemen, they have like a quota, like they're supposed to catch, I don't know, 10 infractions a day or at least 10, I'm not sure exactly. And some of the policemen are kind of lazy, so what they do is they try and give out fake um, violations because they're too lazy to actually go catch someone that did something. They try and give a fine to someone that didn't do anything, so that doesn't help their image. Yeah, it's pretty crazy with policemen in Romania. Um, a very common thing that they used to do and probably still do is steal gasoline from their own cars. So they have a gasoline quota to patrol, and some of them steal the money from that and don't do the full patrol. There are some funny policemen, like there was one that had somebody had made a Facebook page for him, supposedly, like it wasn't his Facebook page. And there would be shared stories of all the dumb things people have done and gotten arrested. And it was kind of like slice of life Facebook blog from a policeman. And it was really funny, like some arguments that he got into with people, and it was fun. Not sure how true it was, or if it was a collective kind of several policemen telling stories for that. Cause like every other day he would get in trouble with something, or have some stupid person try and do something, or just funny things, you know, that happened, or discussions. And I can't believe that one person's life could be so eventful. So it's probably more of a collection of what's happened to policemen in some area. And was usually posted with one policeman's face, like as if that thing had happened to him. And on occasion he had a partner, a younger woman, and it was just like the adventures of what happened to the two of them. But like the things that happened to them definitely mirrored urban legends about stuff that would happen to policemen. So the stories were definitely rooted in reality. Like there were things that we were all aware that our neighbors do, or we do, or we know somebody that's done something stupid like that. Where are you, Erwin? There we go. Oh, this is where his body, like it's been moved. And I don't remember. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so I have to adjust the line. Should have like a line for the hand. And erase the extra color. I think I have the base colors down now. And pretty much everybody's colored. I think you made her ears a bit too small, like they used to be bigger. June. I now realized while working on them. Now the banner is gonna come over the years at this point, so it's not that big of a tragedy, but just to have this in mind in her other appearances. Like the ears are not that small. I mean, I wouldn't mind changing this, but the issue is that she already has appeared in other pages with big ears, so it would seem kind of weird if her ears shrank without of reason. Don't know if you heard me, if you were listening to the stream, so maybe I should like write it down. Yeah, I moved the boss and the links because there wasn't enough room for the anniversary banner, and I kind of had to move the driver, and I didn't know exactly where to squish all of them in, because I have to write here 1 year anniversary comic made by Hisame Artwork and June Fender and translated by Anna to Spanish. I don't know, I think I'll not put the translator on this page. I'll put it only in the translated version. If I go to chapter 2, I think I'll not put it, because I didn't put any of the events pages in the translated versions, because those celebrations had already passed. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, just to remember that you made her ears a little bit too small, and it will not fit with the rest of the pages. Here is not an issue because we're gonna have the banner over her head, but you know, just to keep it in mind for the next appearances that the character stays the same. Let's see, where was it? Like here they're a bit bigger. Okay, so I think I will end the stream here because I have the base colors. I don't know, maybe I will fiddle a bit with the background. I haven't decided on a color palette. I should decide on a color palette. Let's see. No, I will Google it. I think it's easier. Party color palette. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. Too muted. Yeah, I think this one. Greens and pinks and oranges. But I kind of had one with Ernest and I remember I liked it. Slice of life. Where was it? Fiesta. I can't copy paste my own drawing. Okay. Yes, apply, transform. Like I would like some continuity with the cover, so I'm gonna go check out the background on that one. I think I can reuse it. I'll have to squish it a bit. and maybe I'll do like a lighter version of it. And then I'll make the cover of the book a purplish color. Right, where is she? Because I don't remember. Where is she? We forgot about Marie. Like, she's not here. The layer is gone. Where is it? Because it's not turned off. Oh my god, we forgot about Marie. Good thing she's not real. Oh, there it is. It was turned off. I don't know why, but good thing you reminded me. Okay, I have to move the characters again. Good thing you saw that. Good for you. Thank you. Where was she supposed to be? She was supposed to be here, I think. Okay, so we have to move the characters. Okay. I have to move the boss lady, boss cat somewhere. Like maybe like so. And have the lynx cat over the boss. No, cause it's yeah, probably. And then now where I'm gonna put them all. There's too many characters. I forgot to turn on the layers again. It's okay, I'm just trying to figure out now where I'm gonna put everybody. Good thing you noticed that Marie was missing. I can't believe I did not notice my own character was missing. Like, I invented these characters and I totally missed it. No, because I can't put it on the edge since maybe I can like hide her there. Trying to find somewhere to fit her. Newton and Newton's hand. And I'm gonna then I'm gonna try and move. Yeah, I'm gonna try and move the cat lady and but I'm not sure about her hand on the other side. What was it supposed to be? Okay, where's the rest of her hand? Which layer is it? Yeah. I'm not sure how it was supposed to originally look. I forgot. So it goes over the glove thingy. And then it was Niels and Erwin. That were kind of like so. But she would have to be over the head, but below Niels somehow. Like maybe I'll... Okay. actually it should go kind of this way. Well, I'm glad I caught this error in time. It would have been a lot awkward if I actually published the page and realized, hey, one of my main characters is missing. Okay. Now I want the boss to be kind of hidden, so I think I will switch the boss with the links. And I do kind of want to give her a bit of a more evil, mysterious look. She's not evil, but I kind of want her to have like a bit more of a mystery to her. Actually, I'll just erase this and do it from the color on the base. She is kind of one of those cats that looks at you and judges you. What is it saving as? Okay, it seems to be saving there. I wouldn't want all the work to go to waste. And it's over 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna end this pretty soon. Oops. Come on, select the color. There we go. Okay, now I'm done with today's stream. Thank you all for watching, and if you wanna send me a special dedication to put here in the book, personal message me, send me an email, or you can send it a zip file on Facebook. Sometimes it doesn't preserve PNG and it turns it into a JPEG, so might want to watch that out. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next week.